Hi, I'm Daniel Adele from Brackenridge Natural Therapies and Kinesiology Schools Australia's Brisbane campus. I'd like to talk to you today about how to help balance the inner and outer ear pressure. The atmosphere is different to what's inside our cranium, and if the internal pressure builds up too much, it can actually cause things like headaches, even migraines, blocked ears, that feeling, especially when that feeling when you're in a plane and you just want to pop your ears and we chew our chewing gum. So I'm going to show you a way that you can do this that will help alleviate that, especially if you don't have that chewing gum. And also it's good for things like fevers, especially babies when they have their fevers and they're just not feeling well. It can also be when the baby's sick, and even after vaccinations, again the same thing as when they're sick, is that the brain tries to heat up. The brain starts to heat up and we just need to be able to cool it down, and this will help do that. So all we need is a little bit of water. You can see in the glass there's just the tiniest little bit of water in there, and what we do is we put that on our hand. But before we do, we want to make sure of one thing. We never do this if there is a true ear infection. So if there is a proper ear infection and the doctor sort of sees that there's the white spots on there, then we don't want to do that because it could cause problems to the eardrums. But any time outside of that, there should be no side effects, okay? Only positive ones. So what we're going to do is put that little bit of water into my palm, just a few drops, just enough to make it wet. Ideally, we do this with the mouth open. So I'm going to press my hands together to make them both wet. I just dropped a bit too much. I'm just going to do that again. A little bit of water on my fingers. Put it over my ears, and I'm going to make a suction, and I'm going to have my mouth open. Then I pull it away, and you might even hear a little pop from the suction between your ears and your hand. It's as simple as that. Now what that actually does is it just makes a little vibration on the inside of the ears, and if the mouth is open, it will allow a little tube called the eustachian tube that goes from the middle ear down to the back of the throat via the sinuses. It'll just allow that to open itself up for that second, and then that'll take that back pressure off and allow the inner and outer ears pressure to balance out. It's nice and simple, unless, as I said before, if there is an ear infection, do not do it, but any other time, all it could do is be beneficial and help.